Hello, hope you're having a great day. Now, today is the first day in a few days that I've actually managed to get up at 7:30 and stay up. If you've been watching these videos, you'll know that I've been very ill. You can probably still hear it in my voice. But yeah, I'm feeling a million times better today. Definitely still suffering from the last bits of whatever this is, cold, flu, whatever. But yeah, feeling a lot better. It's mainly just snots left now. And I'm feeling a bit weak, but yeah, nothing major whatsoever. So yeah, I did wake up at 7:30 today. It has taken me ages to get going, and I'm just trying to focus on, doing what I need to do, and not allow myself to worry too much about how quick I'm getting through things. I acknowledge that is me sort of giving in to the lazy part of my brain, which is always trying to hold me back. But I think, when you've been ill or when you are ill, it's more about, what you are doing rather than focusing on what you're not doing. Doing something is better than nothing. Me getting up at 7:30 and taking ages to get through my morning routine is better than me allowing myself to not get up at 7:30 and not go through my morning routine. So, that's what I'm focusing on. See, I didn't actually get out on my walk until about 8:30, I think it was. And it was a rainy walk as well, but I always wrap up warm and stuff, so that doesn't affect me really. And yeah, just took my time on my walk, and then I've come back home, I've written in my journal, the first time in a couple of days I've done that. Had a meditation session, first time in a couple of days I've done that. Wasn't present at all. I was just constantly being drawn into thought. I remember at one point, listening to the guided meditation, and some of these guided meditations just ask you to imagine that you're in said place or whatever. It takes you on a bit of a story, and you're supposed to sort of just, focus on what the person's saying, and use their little story as like an anchor to sort of anchor yourself in the present moment, and something to sort of distract yourself away from your mind that will be trying to constantly draw you into thought right while you're meditating. And yeah, I just remember sort of snapping out of me being drawn into thought, and yeah, it was just like opening a book halfway through. And yeah, literally everything that the woman had said up to that point, I just hadn't been hearing at all because I was so lost in thought. And it's yeah, just sort of getting dropped into this sort of story halfway through, and it not making sense, kind of hard to explain unless I sort of talked you through the story that they go through. But yeah, basically I was seriously drawn away from the guided meditation by thought, but it's fine. I understand and I acknowledge and I accept that it's still better to sit down and do a meditation every day, even if you don't have, good meditations. Some are better than others. Sometimes I feel like I'm just really present, really focusing on my inner body, focusing on my breath. I start feeling tingling in my body. Sometimes you literally do go into a buzzing state, where you're just not in thought at all. You're just fully in the present moment. But then other times, you're sort of drawn in and out of that state, and then other times you're just, not present at all. And that's how it was today, but it's absolutely fine. Meditating every day is still beneficial in general, right? No matter how good or bad the sessions are. So yeah, as usual, turning the camera on after my meditation, and before I'm planning to do a workout. Now, I will mention that today is me and my beautiful girlfriend Kat's 10-year anniversary. It's 10 years today that we met in that bar in Harrow when we were both drunk. And yeah, 10 years. Some people get less than that for murder. So yeah, long sentence. And we've definitely we're definitely very different people than we were 10 years ago. But yeah, I'm very lucky to have her in my life. We're not these kind of people that say we complete each other, no, we are complete in ourselves. We're very different people, but together we complement each other, and we benefit each other, and yeah, long may it continue. But yeah, I'm going to dive into doing a workout now. I think I'm actually now going to start trying to separate my home workouts and gym workouts of the same muscle group. I mentioned before that I think it's a good idea to stop just doing at home what I did the night before in the gym. So yeah, because I haven't really been working out the last few days because I've been ill, and basically everything's rested, you know. I'm actually barely achy. You know, I've still got a bit of a weird thing going on in my shoulder. I need to improve the mobility of my shoulders, I think, especially with the boxing and stuff. I need to remember to maybe do some of this for a few minutes every day. But yeah, apart from a tiny little twinge in my shoulder, like, I'm not achy anywhere in my body, which is, yeah, that's very rare because I'm normally like working out every day. So yeah, because I've had a sort of couple of days off of working out in general, my whole body's rested. It's a good opportunity for me to start rearranging my sort of workout schedule. So what I'm going to do today is legs here at home. I've done legs in the gym on Monday, so yeah, it makes sense now on a Thursday when my legs have had enough time to rest for me to hit legs again. Now obviously, because I've been ill, I haven't actually hit anything else in the meantime, but yeah, I need to sort of work out a new sort of routine where I hit everything twice a week, you know, once at home and once in the gym. So yeah, I'm going to do legs here at home. I normally do 3 exercises at home, so I'll do squats and calves, which is 2, and then the third exercise I'll just do deadlift, which isn't really legs, it's kind of back, but I don't do deadlift in the gym. So even though my next gym session is back, which might be tonight, probably won't be, to be honest. Yeah, even though my next gym session is back, I won't be doing deadlift then anyway. So that's not going to sort of jeopardise this new approach of separating the home and gym back session, for instance. So yeah, I'm going to bang out some squats, some calves and some deadlift. I'm actually not even going to strictly stick to the reps that I normally do. I normally do 15 squats, 40 calf presses, just with whatever weight is on the bar at the moment. I think it's around 40 kilos, 37 kilos, something like that. And I'm not even actually going to strictly commit to doing 2 sets of each. Because, yeah, as I say, I think right now, because I'm coming through an illness, it's just about doing something, you know, and I accept that that is me succumbing to the lazy part of my mind, which is always going to try and hold me back. But, you know, I think if you're going to do it, then when you've been ill, it is the right time to do it. So, yeah, maybe I only do 1 set of each. I don't know how many reps I'm going to do. I'm not necessarily going to push it all the way to failure, but I am going to do a workout, and then I'm going to dive in a cold shower as well. You know, a lot of people might think that a cold shower is bad for you when you're ill, but you know, now that I'm not really ill and I'm coming through it, it's absolutely fine. And in general, having a cold shower every day improves your immune system and makes your body stronger. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. But again, I'm not going to commit to the 2.5 minutes that I normally do. I'm just going to go and have some sort of workout now and some sort of cold shower, and then I can have my healthy breakfast. So yeah, let's do it. Alright, so after my really quick cold shower earlier and after we had our breakfast, I wasn't able to do today what I kind of planned to do today when I was thinking about it yesterday, which was to go over to the garage for a whole day and, you know, work on my car and conclude the video that I've been working on, because it's been raining all day. And, you know, because it is our anniversary today, it's better that we have a romantic day instead. So what we did do is we went over to see a company that's done a job on some parts and picked those up, and then we did actually fly by the garage, and I was able to continue with what I've been working on the car, with the car in the garage. I do need to pull the car out to properly conclude what I've been up to though. And yeah, then we went to the post office to post some merch and stuff. So yeah, very romantic day. Basically running around doing car stuff and other stuff. But yeah, we are actually now going to go and have a Nando's because it's our anniversary. Now, our anniversary is like really close to Valentine's Day, so shouldn't really bother celebrating it, should we?
No.
So yeah, we'll be going for like an Italian or something on Valentine's Day, but today we're going for a Nando's. I think we do that every year, no? Yeah. So yeah, it's been an awesome day chilling out with Kat, but now we're going to go and get a Nando's. When I was doing the bits I was on the car earlier, like I was basically making up brake pipes, right, which requires you to cut the pipes and shape them, route them, and then you need to flare the ends, but you need to slide on a fitting before you flare the ends, and I always forget to slide the fitting on, and then I flare the end, and then I have to cut it off and start again. It's so frustrating when you're sort of in the middle of the job, and you know, because I'm feeling ill and because Kat was waiting for me, like I'm just like, you know, regretting even like bothering doing the job. But it was a case of like, you know, we're there now, Kat is waiting for me, so I may as well like do what I planned to, and that was sort of the only thing that kept me going with what I was doing. And you know, at the end of the day, it's still great that I've made some progress, and now I've got less to do next time I go over there, hopefully tomorrow, to finish that job. But yeah, I think considering I'm ill, considering the weather's bad, considering it is our anniversary, yeah, I've done all right making some progress. I still do need to edit yesterday's video on this channel, and definitely got to dive into some work this evening. Maybe today will be the day that I dive into doing my big backlog of accounts. But yeah, we sort of got to the point where it was 4:30 in the afternoon and I'm starving. So it was either have some lunch and then go Nando's really late, or do what we are doing, which is go Nando's now and yeah, just have a big feast. I'm gonna have some hot peri-peri sauce, and hopefully that'll clean out my bunged up nose. All right, we have just got back from our feast at Nando's. As usual, I had their salad, but had loads of extra chicken on the side. And yeah, we're both absolutely stuffed. But I've been getting some stick in the comments about what I said in a recent video, when I said that if you choose to live an unhealthy life, eating crap, smoking, taking drugs, etc., like I used to live, you know, if you choose to live that unhealthy life, then you do deserve to die younger. And I stand by that statement. It's absolutely true. You know, if I've stopped making excuses for myself, then I'm not going to tiptoe around facts to help other people make excuses for themselves. You know, I've had people calling me a wrong'un. Someone said that they've reported the video to YouTube. You know, people just getting offended. Now, I can only assume that the only people that would get offended by that statement are people that are choosing to live an unhealthy life. And look, if you'd rather get offended by what I'm saying because you are choosing to live that unhealthy life, rather than take steps to improve, then that's up to you. You know, why get offended by what I'm saying? Why not get offended by what you're doing to yourself? Because at the end of the day, if you choose to live that life, then that's none of my business. This channel's all about me portraying my new, clean, healthy life, which is doing wonders for me and has done wonders for loads of other people, you know, judging by the messages that I get from people. So, yeah, I'm not going to tread on eggshells. I'm not going to tiptoe around facts to help other people make excuses for their poor, weak decisions. Now, a couple of people have said they're going to unsubscribe from both of my channels, and that's absolutely fine. You know, if my content's not for you, you know, my health and fitness and this calling that I believe I've got to portray this clean and healthy life is way more important to me than subscribers, way more important to me than my cars, way more important to me, quite frankly, than my relationship with my girlfriend, way more important to me than anything. Like, so yeah, I'm going to continue to live the life that I'm living, continue to share my opinions about the life that I'm living, and yeah, I wish you all very well in the life that you choose to live for yourself. Anyway, I need to dive into some work. It's got loads of stuff to do on the MacBook, and then yeah, going to chill out with my girlfriend for the rest of the evening and chip away at some work. Something I do now and again, not very often, usually when I've been around the garage in the cold all day, but sometimes when I'm ill, like I am now, is have a really hot bath with some Radox in it. But in my opinion, our water isn't like super hot enough to have like one of them proper hot baths, you know, when you get in when it's sort of luke and then you just run the tap until it's like boiling. So yeah, when I do have these hot baths, we boil some water on the stove, and then basically Kat will just pour one of them in at a time, so I can just get it as hot as I can, like, so it's like just about bearable. So yeah, I'm gonna run the bath now because this water's nearly boiled. But I thought, you know what, before I get in the bath, I might as well just do a token set of push-ups, right? Why not? 25 push-ups, no big deal. Well, after my really hot bath, I basically chilled out with Kat for a bit. I was watching telly and I was sitting there thinking, do you know what? I should chip away at some editing on the next video on the car channel. And yeah, just found myself not doing that. Started scrolling on my phone and just sort of semi-watching the programme that Kat was watching. Then, you know, managed to snap out of that by just persuading myself to do a little bit of editing, and I actually ended up doing quite a lot in the hour or so that I was editing. It's now 25 to 11 and Kat's decided she's going to go to bed, and I think I'm going to go to bed now as well. I've actually just started chipping away at the edit on this video, the first clip that I recorded this morning. But yeah, last night, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but last night I had a bout of my insomnia that, you know, I sort of get every now and again. Maybe the fact that I'm ill has sort of brought that on, but yeah, I just sort of lay there and my mind is just active, you know, not thinking about anything particularly negative. You know, it's not like anxiety or anything like that. It's just me, you know, just stories going on in my mind. Like I'm sort of planning what I'm going to be doing next on my car, and yeah, just sort of planning out my future life, like in my head, and it just literally stops me going to sleep. But I was worried that this morning, you know, I was going to wake up super tired, like if I only got a couple of hours sleep. But I actually did end up going to sleep about 1:30, 2, so, you know, not ideal, but not the end of the world. But yeah, you know, I'm definitely coming through this illness, which I'm grateful for. I'm hoping tomorrow that I'm feeling well enough and the weather is good enough for me to head over to my other garage to finish what I've been cracking on with on the latest projects, because that means I'll be able to wrap up that video. Yeah, also hoping that I can get fully back on track with my fitness. It would be good if I could go to the gym tomorrow evening, and then, you know, maybe go to boxing and go gym the day after tomorrow. Although actually we're heading out all day the day after tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely feeling a whole lot better. I reckon, you know, by tomorrow, I would guess that I'm going to be near enough 100% in terms of whatever this virus was. But yeah, today, you know, I don't want to dwell on it, but what I was talking about earlier with people giving me comments about my comment the other day, you know, people getting offended. What I'd say to anyone out there that has decided to change your life around like I have, don't let other people who don't understand the way that you want to live your life now hold you back for how you want to live your life now. You know, the fact is that if you do decide to start living a more fit and healthy life and start taking your life more seriously, you are going to be weird. You are going to be the odd one out, because most people in the world are living unhealthy lives. You know, people, you know, most people in the world aren't looking after themselves. They are eating crap, you know, drinking too much alcohol, taking drugs, like smoking, like doing whatever. So, you know, you've got to accept and expect that people aren't going to understand. And yeah, it's no wonder that people are getting offended just by me, you know, stating the obvious on these videos. But I'm not interested. I'm not interested in people that are going to get offended. I'm just interested in showing people how much better my life is now that I don't make excuses for myself, now that I am taking my life seriously, now that I'm not, you know, ignoring how my past lifestyle was a waste man life. You know, it was pathetic. So yeah, anyone who gets offended by me doing that and portraying that, then they're just lost. Although, you know, I hope one day they do decide to turn their life around as well, and you know, maybe then they'll understand where I'm coming from. But until then, you know, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. You know, how they live their life is none of my business. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Massive thanks, as always, to everyone who's tuned in. Hope it's been somewhat helpful or motivational. As always, feel free to say hello in the comments, or if you'd prefer, get in touch with me through Facebook or Instagram. But other than that, I'll chat to you tomorrow.